My heart, which is so full to overflowing, has often been solaced and refreshed by music when sick and weary. This saying by Martin Luther King Jr., a civil rights activist, best illustrates the healing power of music. 20-year-oold Garrison Lumumba knows this too well. In the darkest of moments, music is his solace.
Gary is a guy who loves music. Gary is an artist, a musician, a rapper. Gary is an actor. Gary is a script writer. Gary is a telecommunication engineer. Gary is a city changer. I have a problem with depression and anxiety. So there was a time I was affected, and it wasn't normal. It wasn't like the rest of the times where I just get anxious. This time it was different. I realized something was wrong.
But behind his lyrics, Gary is battling bipolar disorder. This is Dr. Frank Jenga, a leading psychiatrist.
One of the big and important causes of suicide is actually bipolar mood disorder. And bipolar mood disorder is a mental condition that is characterized by very extreme changes in mood.
Gary is amiable, and when an episode of mood swings hit him back in college, he lost friends and family. They could not comprehend why he had changed suddenly.
He had an episode, and then he came to my house, and then I gave him food, he ate, alafu akanigotea like 5 times, and it was really painful. And then he walked out, and then he started picking papers. So I went to his mom's place. I told her then it was kind of hard finding him tumpeleke huko because he wasn't himself. So we had to tie him up alafu tukampeleka huko.
I was seeing things. I was hearing things, hearing voices, seeing things. I went through a dark time at that time, and before it even erupted fully, I wasn't feeling like myself. I cut myself off from people because I felt like, my mind was telling me you don't belong to the human race.
Living with the condition has not been easy for this film graduate. Since his diagnosis in 2015, Gary has found a way of coping besides taking medication.
When I came here, I found a society of musicians, of artists, of young creatives who want to do the same things I've been yearning to do ever since I was young. So I discovered me. I loved music ever since I was a baby, but coming here, I realized that I could do music. And just like that, I started loving music, doing it. I started loving doing music, and music has been therapeutic to me.
Kenya is ranked at number 4 in Africa with an estimated 1.9 million people suffering from depression. The figure depicts that Kenyans are among the most depressed people in Africa. More than just a transitory good mood or bad mood, the cycles of bipolar disorder last for days, weeks, or months. And unlike ordinary mood swings, the mood changes of bipolar disorder are so intense that they can interfere with daily life.
All of them are bad because sometimes there was a time I went to a police station, and I caused a ruckus there. I told you when those episodes were happening, I was all alone, isolating. And, I'm walking around at night, 3 in the morning, I'm walking around at night, bad things can happen.
Dr. Frank Jenga says the condition has no cure, but is manageable.
Entirely sure exactly what causes it. We know that it is associated with certain biological factors. For example, it seems to run in families. If your father has it or your mother, your chances of having it are very high.
Gary is not focusing on his condition for now. He hopes to make impactful music and break out in the film industry.
The hope is not lost for me, seeing that the future is so bright for me. We've been doing a lot, like with my group Mother Empire. We've been helping out the community. They didn't show me love when I needed it, so how do I revenge? I revenge by giving them so much love. You know, we've been helping out the community, you know, doing graffiti projects, doing our songs here and there, releasing them, some of them doing well, being played on radio. Anyone who's suffering from any kind of mental disorder or illness, like take the meds, you know, take the meds. Do things that will make you happy. Be happy, stay happy. Don't feel shame because you had an episode this time or this other time. Just keep doing you, keep doing your thing. You will overcome.
It is the responsibility of everyone in the society to make sure that cases of suicide reduce in the coming years. Mombi Wambogo, K24, Mlango Kubwa, Nairobi.